time being, Empire are holding on to that position.
This is a big one because they've got 6 grenades on side as well. They've forced a player playing on elbow to draw back whilst those nades came through, which has just let Save slip in through the net. And on this buck, he can open up the soft wall and look to push his way forwards. Do Empire know? Finds one for free. Joystick going down. Dan finds one back onto Doki up on Big Tower. They don't know about the flank. It's always coming in. Finds one for himself. A double playing off the corner of Blue. Blur finds one back, but he's stuck in a 1 versus 3. Called it a 1 versus 2 as there's a freebie waiting for him. But he has got a lot of work to do. There's still one smoke cancel left, but he sees him cross. They know that he stepped up around hallway, so all they've got to wait for here is for him to step on site, sit and play passively. You've got the 2v1. You can play for the trade here, boys. Don't worry about going too aggressive, because with 15 seconds on the clock, Blur needs to make it happen now. Diffuser in hand, stepping his way forwards, looking to try and find some engagements, but needs to find the man. There's one inside Blue. I don't think he's even aware he's there. Empire have played it perfectly. They've run that clock down. They've not taken engagements they don't need to, and they will close out round 1 comfortably.
As always went out, and that is a big clearance for Empire because it just completely removes that angle of attack. They don't need to worry about double window anymore, but what they do need to worry about is bodies dropping inside a site. NaVi getting aggressive here, Des. Doki goes in and gets Scyther. All of a sudden, in a matter of seconds, it's 4 versus 2. Shepard starts to fight back, but there's only so much he can do. Always now coming back from that flank, trying to get himself established back on the top of the white stairs, but no, the diffuser goes down, and it is all for him to do with 40 seconds, 1 versus 3.
I think we know how this one ends here, unfortunately, Ace. With the diffuser already down, he's got to find his way through 3 members of NaVi and get the diffuse off in the space of, what, 20 seconds? That simply doesn't happen. The first challenger on white is Save. Zoo turns away from the gunfight and may well lose his life as a result, but NaVi now know where Always is coming from. They know that white stairs is going to be his push-in. They can hold this one a bit more defensively for Doki to then swing in and get the closing kill. Good stuff out of NaVi, even though Blur going down lost them all control on the west side of the map and out of action. But one they've got to be careful of is the angles that he can start taking.
Nade is actually going to force Doki away from a plan of attack that he had coming in. Out goes the nade. Scyther, however, does get the kill, steps back, and he's just dipping and ducking out of trouble here and keeping himself active. The kills start to come in. Joystick on a big flank there, able to move through into the corridor, and it is as easy as that. Long range from Joystick over the mirror window with that Tachanka turret.
This time round, you're not going to see the stepping coming through, and Nath is now helping to challenge onto this angle. They really want this player out, and grenades everywhere. Double indicators come in. Down, at least out. Down but not out, sorry, on Always his side after he just finds Doki. So not yet dead, and NaVi might not know that he's down.
That's it, even when being pressured to that degree, Always still able to do something for his team, getting that kill. He'll be close out now, and that's going to leave us 3 versus 3. But the kills start to come in for Empire once again. The clock is ticking down. NaVi have to stick this plant attempt. It's all up to Nath now. Blur's on the cover, but low health. Can he find his man? No, shot down by Dan. No! And that is going to be the round. A 2K coming in from Dan, and another good basement defense from Team Empire takes them now 3-1.
Back in those previous 2 rounds where Doki has killed Scyther on that angle, it's come out really well for them. They've got themselves in a 5 versus 4, no complaints. Yes, they've only got the 1 round. I'm not quite sure what the idea was behind that plan. Saves was a little bit late to the party. It's a 1 versus 1. It's Always versus Secretly. Always holding on the downstairs, has got the angle, and I think Secretly is aware that he's hanging on the downstairs. If he can recover this diffuser and rotate himself off towards concrete, he could be in a great position. But the problem is these bulletproofs are going to see everything that he does. So he wants to shut these down first. Has now got to try and go in for the plant. Must know that the man is pushing in. Does he know where he is? Here comes the flank coming through. Sees him behind. He dips, he ducks, he dives, he dodges, but can't quite get it. Always wins it out. Empire move up to 4.
Open. You're having to retrieve the diffuser, and again it comes down to droning. Not going in there, not locating the man. It's not about necessarily checking every corner, but what it is about is saying, we don't know where Joystick is. We need to be careful. The kills continue to rain in for Empire. It is 4 versus 1. 10 seconds left to go. Too much to be done for the side of NaVi, and there is absolutely no saving them as Empire take a 5-1 half.
Doki inside a classroom probably needs to go back to school there to figure out how to keep himself alive a bit longer.
Secretly taking a lot of damage, keeping himself inside a bunker now. He's been forced out of the Shine-Core spot. Empire really trying to get aggressive here. That's exactly what they're doing. In comes the kill from Joystick onto Blur. Nath, low health, secretly, low health. It's not looking good for NaVi down in the basement. Empire looking to get this one closed out and guarantee themselves at least overtime saves. He steps up and tries to get aggressive with the shotgun. Scyther takes down the last few HP that secretly had. 4 versus 2 now, and you just feel that NaVi are scrambling, Des. They're trying to find anything they can. Shots are missed. They can't find the heads. They can't find the bodies. They can't find the kills. And Empire, they take round number 7, 6-1. Move themselves back into position.
There's 3 of them in highway here. This isn't really optimal coming out of NaVi. They don't seem too aware of what's going on, and they walk straight into Dan. Not a single shot being returned by Doki there. They need to get themselves into better positions because holding the same angle is really not going to benefit you. Always just waiting for this man to show a foot. He wants the smallest of gifts being given to him, but they know there's one crunched in the corner here as well. If they can push him, go for the swing, pre-fire, and it's an absolute freebie. There it goes. The NaVi it's falling to tatters. They're losing everyone. They're down to a 3 versus 1. Shepard, Scyther and always against Nath. He's had a torrid time. He misses critical shots again. 2 rounds in a row. Empire with an emphatic first map. 7-1 against NaVi on their map pick.
Well, that sent a message, didn't it?
Control on the east here. Oh, and now Doki's pushing his way forwards, but he did so as a solo operator. Nath almost being taken out from behind the bar, but in comes secretly, vaults over, and the collective pairing make it work. Good teamwork, and something that is escaping them sometimes in the early rounds.
Most definitely now then. Joystick still being allowed to play underneath. Saves is downed, and Joystick has a nitro in hand, but shut down there. Blur holding a nice angle, and this time it's Empire getting caught out by not knowing exactly where those NaVi players are. 3 versus 2 in all effect here, with saves still down on the ground. 25 seconds left to go, and Empire just trying to hold on at the minute, and you just don't feel like there's going to be an opportunity for them to really prevent a plant attempt. Saves does get picked up, but still gets taken down by always. 2 versus 2, 10 seconds left to go. NaVi cut down. How did they not take the opportunity to get in and get that diffuser down?
Canister still in back pocket as well, and not really that much use when you're looking to challenge.
He's going to get one. He's going to get one.
Oh, looks away. In comes the step in as well. Oh, but he steps across perfectly. Shepard has gone away with murder. Does he know about the man planting? Yes, he does, but he doesn't aim at the right time. Plant going back in. Dan, oh, what a shot, finds one. Can he see the head of the second? He knows that he's there, but couldn't quite find the kill. He's pushing in really aggressively. Pistol in hand, but Blur finds the kill. NaVi will get something out of this one, but for a few seconds there, Tim, my heart was going that Empire would get round 2 as well. Wait until the dying seconds when they know the drop comes through. He can reassume control of the hatch, and here he comes on the step out as well. Knows that the man is trying to shoot through the floor.
It's a freebie. He's going to get a freebie.
They have no idea, surely. Oh, he misses the freebie shots as well. Will he lose his life for this one? It's now turned into a 1 versus 1. The Maverick pushing in, sees his head, but can't quite land the shots. It's back and forth, but it can't quite be found. Saves is up on the deck, looking to find a kill, but he's left in a 1 versus 3. He gets the down, but he's got 15 seconds to play with here. This may not have been the round-deciding fight, but it has wasted more than enough time as Empire can sit tight, let the clock run down to 0, and NaVi will lose round number 3.
Well played from Joystick once again. Might not have found the kill, but did everything that Empire the opposite floor to the site continually so far.
What I will give here is to going in for the plant, though. The drone came singing through into Hookah and Billiards, and oh my god, that's a friendly nade. He has to dodge out of there. That almost ruined it for them. Badoki correcting some errors here and finding a kill for himself, but now he's been traded out. It's just a Hibana all by herself. These two playing ring around the roses in blue bar, but it's won out by Blur. They've got more control on the downstairs, and the plant will be attempted again. A couple of members of Empire are low. Nath finding one back on the other side. It's a 4 versus 2. This one will get stuck. They will get out of dodge. They will lose a man on the exit, but that diffuser is down. Scyther and Dan have got it all to do.
Much better from NaVi. They're able to really lock down those flanks and not have Empire able to rotate themselves back inside. They somehow manages to win that fight with a headshot against saves low health or not. That was going to be the end of it. Now then, he goes in to try and get this diffuser. He's going to do it. No, it's a 1v1. Can he stick it? Does he have time? He's got it done, Des. He's got it done.
Oh, the fact there's 2 members of Empire ready to come hitting on the flank is unbelievable. Trying to force the man out of pink, but he's still sat on the other side of the wall. No issue at all. But look at Empire. You can just see the kind of deathly grip is starting to form. They've got a C4 ready to throw into blue, and in goes the Hibana nice and deep, secretly in the same spot as last time. They can't quite stop him apart from this swing. Where's the cover? There's no cover on the planter. It's a 4 versus 1. Empire pull off a perfect retake as we see NaVi step prepping for the execute, and that was an absolute mess coming out of the NaVi boys. What is going on? I think good patience being shown by Empire, but also a little bit of a weak hand being shown by NaVi, where they aren't willing to challenge directly. They do that in this round, though. Dan is the one who falls down, traded out a couple of seconds later by Always. So, yes, you've killed the top fragger, but you still found yourself down a man. Joystick onto yet another, and it's scary how this scoreline is mirroring what we saw back on Oregon. Empire on the defense, the only round they've lost being round 2, are on course for a 5-1 half.
The scarier thing for NaVi being that diffuser is now down and it's being watched by Empire. They are aware they're going to have to move into challengers. Syther finds the kill onto Dorky, and once again, as Empire are just systematically picking NaVi apart. 4 versus 1, 4 versus none, as Joystick finds that final kill, and Empire lock out another half. 5-1.
You give them a challenge, and then when they start gearing up for a 2v1 or a 3v1, you back away to another room and force them to re-drone again. This is why Empire have bled themselves down to just a couple of drones being out in the field. They've been slowly starved away. A great grenade coming in as Dan goes in for the drop, and now you might start to see an execute come together.
3 versus 3 secretly, just trying to hold down multiple angles here, which could prove deadly to him in the late round if he isn't able to spot where the pressure's coming from. Now then, Syther, Blur trade each other out. 2 versus 2. Empire, they're well aware that there is a man in behind that bomb chassis still, but there's only 10 seconds left to go here. Saves with an important kill. It's all up to Always. He's taking damage. He almost certainly loses this one. As time ticks away, that's going to be it. NaVi hold on and manage to get themselves around, bringing us to 5-2. Back to site, so it is now the potential opportunity for them to think about getting a plant down. But as the Toxic Babe canisters to continue to flow from secretly, he can pretty much take out the rest of the round here in time to close things out. Now secretly gets the kill onto Joystick, and it is all down to Shepard as he is the last man alive in this 1 versus 3. Can't find anybody, and again a better defense coming out of NaVi. 5-3 now, and they're starting to fight back on course. I think they want to clear the corridor out and get themselves inside of bedroom rather than the double window plant. If they can, what a shot from Joystick, absolutely deleting secretly.
Here we go. Now does the Chanka be of any use? Oh, that second one hits. Will he commit to the plan here?
Stick it.
All the way through. His health goes down. Oh, he won't get it. But he was so close. The Chanka gets the kill. Shepard opting to stand by his plan, but it doesn't work out. The beauty being that Empire have not left this one to the dying 15 seconds. They've got time to course correct by killing the Chanka. That denial is taken away. Now it's all down to Blur. No impacts left. They're going to rotate away inside the planting in an alternate location. Blur is left lost. No idea where this one is going down. May even die to the vertical, finds the head of Dan, but the plant is down, and it's a 2 versus 1.
NaVi so close, Des, to keeping that diffuser from going down, and I thought the Blur and Tachanka combo were going to be enough to do it. Nathan, him teaming up, but just unable to stop that plant finally being secured. Blur trying to fight his way back in now, but he's low health and he's low on time. There's a man underneath, and there's very little chance that he does this. I think he gets picked up as he moves through. There it is, the shot's raining, enough to back him off, close him down, shut him out, and Empire get themselves onto match point.
But with these verticals being opened up, with a player looking to challenge around the main lobby area or up into service door, you can see how this east side has been vacated by NaVi. Only the one player holding and Always finds the vertical. Everyone else scattered out towards the west side and looking here to try and retake the top floor. I'm worried that it might be a little bit late for them, Tim.
Certainly could be. Joystick onto Blur.
Oh, Doki.
The Oryx, Doki just making that late rotate up the hatch, but Empire, they're looking to get things moving in the opposite direction, shifting downstairs. Shots once again raining through. 5 versus 2. Surely this is it for NaVi now. Empire have got every opportunity. There's Doki. It's all up to Nath, but no, shut down as he drops down the hatch, and that is gonna be that. Empire, they win Coastline, they win Oregon, they win this EUL League semi-final to put themselves through to the grand final next weekend.